There is so much information to unpack and a lot that is still unknown. Joining us now to help make some sense of this seismic moment in the Middle East is Asha Castleberry Hernandez, a national security and foreign policy expert. Ms. Castleberry Hernandez, thanks so much for joining us for News 4 at 11 tonight.
Thank you.
And I want to start with the big question here. What does the future of Iran look like? Without the Ayatollah, he reigned as Iran's supreme leader for the past 36 years. What do you think comes next?
Well, it remains uncertain. You know, when you look at the structure of the Iranian government, it's a theocratic state. So it's structured between, the clerical body, and then you have the supreme leader who was pretty much had the authorities over, the judiciary, the executive, and many other organs within government. So what possibly could play out is that the clerical body could form a council to select who will be the next supreme leader, or you might see the Iranian Revolutionary Guard form some sort of faction to help select the next supreme leader. So it remains uncertain, and also too, we have to look at it like this: there is a lack of strategy. So this process could take up until 2 weeks, 2 months. We don't really know, because there's no really a strategy in place. And then this process also is fragile. It's going to be a very long process as far as who will be the next supreme leader. And it also could turn out like Venezuela, where there is someone who emerges, but they're not too far from as far as the makeup of the supreme leader, just like Delcy Rodriguez was very similar to its predecessor. So we'll see moving forward.
Asha, what are you watching for closely in these coming days with the conflict, and what would be something that's concerning to you?
Well, my number one concern is our U.S. troops right now in the region. We have a lot of them, especially in the Gulf region. And what you've seen within the last 24 hours is high-level targets targeting military bases, mainly in Qatar, and also innocent civilians in Abu Dhabi. And then you had also, attacks in Israel, Jordan. They have been quite intensive. And what you just heard as far as the recent announcement is that Iran is going to be in pursuit of a major offensive mission. So we have to definitely make sure that the safety and security of our U.S. troops. So that's definitely something I'm going to watch. And also I want to see what is going to be what is the goals, the strategic goals for the United States? What are they going to be talking with Congress? Does Congress need to pass the War Powers Resolution? So I'm definitely going to be monitoring what's going to play out in Washington with regards to how do we move forward between the executive and congressional relationship addressing this issue. But first and foremost, we have to definitely monitor the security situation here, because it's now remains to be more fragile as a result of the Ayatollah, who has been who's dead now, and no one's celebrating that. It's just a fact of the matter that the way it's been done, there's a lot of uncertainty that's happening, and it's making the region more fragile and putting a lot of innocent people and our U.S. troops at risk.
And Asha, quickly here, do you think this is something that could escalate to the point where we see American boots on the ground, a more drawn-out conflict?
Well, I honestly believe that it will take a lot. Only way I can see that happening is if Iran is in pursuit of attacks that end up causing mass casualties, where it has killed a lot of Americans. I think that would definitely be considered on the table as far as boots on the ground in Iran. But in terms of the domestic politics, it's not necessarily there that we want boots on the ground. We want another foreign war. So it will have to take a lot. And I would say one thing is definitely if a lot of Americans are killed as a result of this conflict, that may be a consideration.
There is still so much to see with this ever-evolving situation. Asha Castleberry Hernandez, national security and foreign policy expert, we really do appreciate your time and perspective tonight.
Thank you.
And of course, a rapidly developing situation. We will have continued coverage throughout our newscast, also online on our website, NBC4Washington.com. You can get the latest updates sent straight to your phone with the NBC Washington app. When we come back, the United Nations came together this evening in a rare emergency.